And I promised them that we will invite them for orientation work.
How many of them are there?
So you'll just see in 1 second. I'm just gonna put so I hope you are able to see them. Can you see them?
Yes, I can see them. I can see them. I can see some young boys and girls, I think, believe both of them.
Yes. So you can address them now.
In fact, I'm not very clear that what kind of scholars are they, which class and which level are they, these students there? Any idea?
So they are all master students of social work in Tallinn University.
Oh, lovely. That's
And I
great.
can assure them they are very bright.
That's really great, because the organization which I run, I am heading that organization which is running a program with Planet School. That organization, which is very much part and parcel of the program which you are doing here, well, it has a lot to do with the schools of social work. In fact, in India, there are two very prominent schools of social work. One happens to be in Bombay, in the western part of the country, and the other happens to be in Delhi, where I am there right now. In Bombay, that is called Tata Institute of Social Work. In Delhi, it is Delhi School of Social Work. So I happened to go to that university many a times. So I presume that the youngsters sitting here, they are very much like the students, the master's students of Delhi School of Social Work. And perhaps they are doing the same kind of work, they are learning the same things, similar kind of activities, similar kind of profession, which Delhi School of Social Work teaches in Delhi. And let me inform you, boys and girls and the friends, that perhaps Prayas is among the largest employers of the products, the Master School of Social Work products of Delhi and other places also, because this organization has about 246 centers in 9 states of India. Somebody must have told you that India has 28 provinces or states, as we call them, unlike USA, which has about 50 of them, and our organization operates in 9 of them. And in these 9 states, Prayas has about 246 centers, and then we employ exactly 750 people. They are the professionals, which includes many of them, maybe about 50 of them being Master in Social Work or Master in Sociology and Psychology and things like that. And they run our projects across the country. And as you know that this organization directly serves day to day nearly 40 to 50,000 beneficiaries, which includes about maybe 15,000 children, those who are less than 18 years of age, and they happen to be extremely deprived children, marginalized children, children who are street children, working children, and different types of children who may be exploited or abused on account of their socio-economic conditions. Secondly, we look after and we serve nearly 15,000 youth also. When I say youth, people like you, for instance. 15,000 youth means nearly 53 centers of, let's say, skill development, economic empowerment, all that we run. And besides that, Prayas runs many centers for health, for sanitation, and for a variety of other activities. This organization is one of the models in the social work in the country, and because of the size, because of the outreach, because of the numbers that we serve, and it's very, very popular with the School of Social Work. So I'm very happy to be here with you, friends, very, very happy to be here with you and to address you, talk to you, and tell you something about social work in India. Social work in India, I'm not clear how does it work in Estonia. Other countries I know I'm slightly aware of. But social work in India is gradually becoming a profession. Earlier, it had its origin in philanthropy, because for thousands of years, the Indians are very socially spirited. Our tradition, our culture requires to serve people. I mean, the poorest of poor, those who are in bad condition, those who can't look after themselves, society looks after them. And when society, I mean that organized society looks after them. So there is a tradition of philanthropy, there is a tradition of social work, there is a tradition of charity in India, and we have been doing it. But that was history, that is part of history which is there. Today, social work has become a very, very organized profession in India. And when you come, for instance, in fact, I invite you to come to India, work with us for some time, you will realize that social work is a profession. It's a very, very important profession. And let me inform you that India has nearly 3.5 million voluntary organizations. I hope you understand 3.5 million is a big number. And 3.5 million voluntary organizations which are registered as bodies, which are organized from villages to big cities. And as you know that India has a population of 1.25 billion. 1.25 billion is a huge number. And nearly half of this population, they happen to be poor and deprived. So the role of the voluntary organizations in India is very, very significant. And obviously, when we talk about the role of voluntary organizations, we talk about the role of social work also. Because voluntary organizations primarily mean social work. And social work, if you wish me to explain further, can I explain further? Sunit, can I explain further?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir, please.
All right.
That was really background. Please go ahead.
Okay, all right. I hope they are understanding. Am I audible there? Can they hear me?
Yes, sir, very much.
Okay, lovely, lovely in that case. See, let me explain a bit of social work, what social work means in India. And see, if you look at any country, even Estonia for instance, there are various types of developmental activities. You can categorize the whole country into different segments of activities. See, on the one side you have got government. Government which has authority, which has power, which reaches out to people, tries to serve, and particularly democratic government. Democratic government is meant for services. It is also meant for social work in a way. But government is government. It is not voluntary. It is not optional. So government is there. Apart from government, you have got huge business in India. Now India is considered to be world's 4th largest economy. It's a very powerful country in terms of economy. But unfortunately, there is a huge divide in the country. Half the India is not so prosperous. Half the Indian population, they happen to be poor. They may be children, women, everybody else. So there is a huge number, despite a very prospering economy. India has a huge number of people who are not so rich, who are very poor. They need the services. They need social workers like you. And they come from all over the world. So now what happens that on account of the socio-economic divide and disparities in the country, we try to create social work activities. And when I say social work, definitely through voluntary organizations we do it. Now it means some segments of activity. Segments of activity means you can do it thematically. In thematic areas means some themes of the population or areas where you are supposed to serve. For example, people need education because illiteracy is there. People are not so well educated. So education program can be developed. People need health services because a lot of people don't have access to health services. So health is another activity. There are a huge number of people who are very, very poor. So you have to have programs relating to poverty alleviation. Now in India, as in many parts of the world, there is a serious problem of environmental pollution, the ecological problems. So ecological problems and environment creates another opportunity for social work. So these are the areas we are talking about. Then if you target, you have to have targeted population for social work. So you are talking about children who don't go to school, children who are not being looked after properly, children who don't have parents and families to look after, children who are orphans and homeless children, street children, working children. So children are a very, very important area, and Prayas, as you know, is one of the leading organizations for children. When you come to India, you will be serving Prayas and you will be serving children also. Now the other is women. The women, they get the secondary position many a times. The women are not looked after properly. So women, deprived women, poor women, they are the second category of targeted group whom social workers are supposed to address. Then we talk about physically and mentally disabled people. Those people who need some support because they have psychological problems, mental problems, physically they have got some problems. So you need to serve them, disabled people, make special care for them. Then you are talking about those who are socially deviant. Some people who have gone wrong, they have become juveniles, they commit crimes, they become criminals, or they are not right kind of people, socially deviant people. So these are the categories of people. Then elderly people. India has a very huge young population, it's a young country, but there are a huge number of old people also. And on account of the family not looking after the old people, there is a need to create services for the elderly people. So you have got all types of people you are supposed to serve. And I talked about the poor and the marginalized, we are talking about them. So social work has a huge field to serve in India. This country needs social workers from all parts of the world. And as I say that the world is a small family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, you must have heard this word from Suneet. Suneet talks about it, Planet School. This whole idea of Planet School is what? I mean, you are creating a school, you are creating a brotherhood which operates internationally, operates throughout the globe. Estonia is not far away, I am talking to you. Even though I have not come there, but then I am very much there. In fact, there was a young lady who came from Estonia, a wonderful lady, whom I met somewhere when I went to some other country, Lithuania. When I went there, I had a chance to meet her. I found her so wonderful. And Suneet and that lady, I'm just forgetting her name. That lady, what's her name? Leena. Leena Kar was there. She is a very good person and I had a chance to talk to her. So probably, the entire world is one and we all should behave like one. And I really invite all of you to come to India, stay with us in Prayas, work for Planet School, work for Prayas, and let there be there a feeling that we are all together. Thank you very much. If there is any questions, you can ask me. I am so happy to talk to you. Okay? So if it's all right?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you, friends. Any issues? If anybody has any points?
So the question is, does the government of India support Equality?
That's a good point. See, Government of India is supporting Prayas in many projects because Prayas is one of those very few organizations which is running many homes. In fact, looking after homeless people, looking after homeless children, deprived women who are being abused or exploited, it is exactly the job of the government also. And since Prayas does it, so government is supporting Prayas in many projects. Skill development has become a major activity and Government of India, state governments are supporting the skill development. So government is a very important partner of Prayas today. Okay? Any other points? Okay, thank you.